Proverbs chapter 25 and chapter 26. Advice for kings. These are also proverbs of Solomon, which the men of Hezekiah king of Judah copied out. It is the glory of I am to conceal a thing, but the honor of kings is to search out a matter. The heaven for height and the earth for depth, and the heart of kings is unsearchable. Take away the dross from the silver, and there shall come forth a vessel for the finer. Take away the wicked from before the king, and his throne shall be established in righteousness. Put not forth thyself in the presence of the king, and stand not in the place of great men. For better it is that it be said unto thee, Come up hither, than that thou shouldest be put lower in the presence of the prince whom thy eyes have seen. Go not forth hastily to strive, lest thou know not what to do in the end thereof, when thy neighbor hath put thee to shame. Debate thy cause with thy neighbor himself, and discover not a secret to another, lest he that heareth it put thee to shame, and thine infamy turn not away. A word filthy spoken is like apples of gold in pitchers of silver. As an earring of gold and an ornament of fine gold, so is a wise reprover upon an obedient ear. As the cold of snow in the time of harvest, so is a faithful messenger to them that send him, for he refresheth the soul of his masters. Whoso boasteth himself of a false gift is like clouds and wind without rain. By long forbearing is a prince persuaded, and a soft tongue breaketh the bone. Hast thou found honey? Eat so much as is sufficient for thee, lest thou be filled therewith and vomited. Withdraw thy foot from thy neighbor's house, lest he be weary of thee, and so hate thee. A man that beareth false witness against his neighbor is a maul, and a sword, and a sharp arrow. Confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble is like a broken tooth, and a foot out of joint. And he that taketh away a garment in cold weather, as a vinegar upon nitre, so is he that singeth songs to a heavy heart. If thine enemy be hungry, give him bread to eat, and if he be thirsty, give him water to drink. For thou shalt heap coals of fire upon his head, and I am shall reward thee. Whew. Bro, I like it. Every time I read certain verses, like the spirit of that verse just like endows me, bro, and just gives me wisdom like automatically. Just like in these verses that I'm reading, like just like verse 19, confidence in an unfaithful man in time of trouble is like a broken tooth and a foot out of joint. As he that taketh away a garment in cold weather, and as vinegar upon nitre, so is he that singeth songs to an heavy heart. If thine enemy be hungry, give him bread to eat, and if he be thirsty, give him water to drink. For thou shalt heap coals of fire upon his head, and I am shall reward thee. So basically it's like, just like the Messiah when he was walking on this earth, like he was kind to everybody. He was like faithful. He was true. He was like the truth. Like there was no wickedness found in the Messiah. So therefore, it's kind of like you're withdrawing your anger and your frustration of your enemy, and you're giving it up to the Most High so he can deal with it. Just like this verse says. It says, if thine enemy be hungry, give him bread to eat, and if he be thirsty, give him water to drink. So basically, you're handing over your anger and your frustration over to the Most High. Just like verse 22 says it, for thou shalt heap coals of fire upon his head, and I am shall reward thee. All praise. The north wind driveth away rain, so doth an angry countenance a backbiting tongue. It is better to dwell in the corner of the housetop than with a brawling woman and in a wide house. As cold waters to a thirsty soul, so is good news from a far country. A righteous man falling down before the wicked is as in troubled fountain and a corrupt spring. It is not good to eat much honey, so for men to search their own glory is not glory. He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. I have to repeat that last verse of chapter 25. He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. All praise to I am that I am, power of the Son of Man, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Chapter 26. Observations about fools. As snow in summer, and as rain in harvest, so honor is not seemingly for a fool. As the bird by wandering, as the swallow by flying, so the curse causeless shall not come. A whip for the horse, a bridle for the ass, and a rod for the fool's back. Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou also be like unto him. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit. He that sendeth a message by the hand of a fool cutteth off the feet, and drinketh damage. The legs of the lame are not equal, so is a parable in the mouth of fools. As he that bindeth a stone in a sling, so is he that giveth honor to a fool. As a thorn goeth up into the hand of a drunkard, so is a parable in the mouth of fools. The great I am, that formed all things, both rewarded the fool and rewarded transgressors. As a dog returneth to his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly. Seest thou a man wise in his own conceit? There is more hope of a fool than of him. The slothful man saith, there is a lion in the way, a lion is in the streets. As the door turneth upon his hinges, so doth the slothful upon his bed. The slothful hideth his hand in his bosom. It grieveth him to bring it again to his mouth. The sluggard is wiser in his own conceit than 7 men that can render a reason. He that passeth by and meddleth with strife belongeth not to him, is like one that taketh a dog by the ears. Whew. Oh my goodness. Verse 17, I have to repeat that because that hit home too. He that passeth by and meddleth with strife belongeth not to him, is like one that taketh a dog by the ears. Basically, that verse, what I'm getting off of that verse is stop dipping into other people's business. Like, just like they say, is an A and B conversation, see your way out. Like, don't even be that see your way out. It's an A and B conversation, so don't even dip into it unless you're invited. And if you're invited into it, then give wisdom to that conversation. But don't just be putting your input into a conversation that's not even yours, because that's foolish. That's what fools do. As a madman who chaseth firebrands, arrows, and death, so is the man that deceiveth his neighbor and saith, am not I in sport? Where no wood is, there the fire goeth out. So where there is no talebearer, the strife ceaseth. As coals are to burning coals, and wood to fire, so is a contentious man to kindle strife. The words of a talebearer are as wounds, and they go down into the innermost parts of the belly. Burning lips and a wicked heart are like a potsherd covered with silver dross. He that hateth dissembleth with his lips, and layeth up deceit within him. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart. Whose hatred is covered by deceit, his wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. And I have to repeat verse 27, the second to last verse in this chapter, because this, like, I keep hearing this in Proverbs, and I think I heard it a few times in Ecclesiasticus. I mean, this is a common theme within these wisdom-filled books. Again, verse 27, whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein. Like I always hear that in these wisdom filled books. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein. Like that's not the first time I said that. And it's true though. It's basically like whatever destiny you set up for yourself is what you're gonna reap. Like whatever harvest you whatever you grew, whatever your harvest is what you're gonna reap. So basically what I get off of this is that whatever you do in life or whatever general, whether it be good or bad, whether it be righteous or wicked, then that's gonna be the pit that you're gonna fall therein. You know what I'm saying? Like if you dig a pit, you're gonna fall therein. If it's a righteous pit, you're gonna fall into righteousness. If it's a wicked pit, you're gonna fall into wickedness. All praise. All the Most High can do at that point is to guide you along the way. He's not gonna show you the exact path, but he can guide you along the way. You know, as you get those intuitions to do righteous or to do certain things, that's the Most High and the Holy Spirit trying to talk to you, trying to whisper to you like, nah, move this way, move that way. Don't go this way, don't go that way. Don't move too quickly. You know what I'm saying? If you're tired of your job or you're tired of where you're at as far as like housing or living and you just want to get out of that situation, you have to wait on the Most High. Don't just jump out of turn, because that jumping out of turn too early or too soon, that could be the downfall or the demise of the plan that the Most High had set up for you all along. So just be patient, brothers and sisters of the lost sheep of the house of Israel, because it's going to come. Our time is going to come. We have to be patient. What did the Most High say in Revelations, paraphrasing? Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. That's the same faith and patience that the Most High has. So we have to keep that faith and patience. Again, verse 27, whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, it will return upon him. A lying tongue hateth those that are afflicted by it, and a flattering mouth worketh ruin. All praise to the power of the Son of Man, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All praise, shalom, and to the brothers and sisters of the lost sheep of the house of Israel, keep this fight going. Keep the patience of the saints. Don't give up hope. Let's keep going. I know it seems long and drawn out. I know this. But look at the economy. Look at what's happening in the news. And then in gold, the price of gold is skyrocketing. It just peaked the most that it's ever been in history. I think I read a couple of days ago on Google that it said it surpassed 2,500, bro. When I bought my gold, I bought me a troy ounce gold coin back in, I forgot, I think it was like 2018, 19-ish. You know what I'm saying? I bought that. Well, I don't know exactly when it was. I just know it was back around that time. And around that time, I paid like somewhere around $1,600 for that one troy ounce gold coin. Now is about to basically pay for itself in a minute. You know what I'm saying? That is almost about to be $1,000 profit flip. So to the people that's holding on to gold and silver right now, hey, I congratulate y'all, bro. Cause just off of 1 ounce of gold is $1,000 flip. But I can only imagine to the people that have like ounces and ounces of gold, like to have a pound of gold, you're rich. And I'm not saying to get rich. I'm just saying like make wise investments while we have the time, y'all. And another thing, they talking about the stock market is about to crash and this and that. We have to take bits and pieces, here a little, there a little. You know what I'm saying? Like we have to take bits and pieces from the economy, the world news, even though most of the news is garbage anyway, we have to still take these things into consideration as to the next move that we have to make for us as well as our family. All praise. Shalom.